Class 10th, Chapter 4, from the Diary of Anne Frank, written by Anne Frank. Welcome to the class, everyone. I'm sure you all have listened to the audio clip which was sent to you earlier. The audio clip contained the introduction of the lesson. In this presentation, we will see the key points of the chapter. Before we start, let me tell you about the compendium, the resource material which is going to be provided with this lesson. You were sent the audio clip, the teacher's audio clip, which contained the introduction of the lesson. Now this video presentation is for you, containing the explanation of key points, vocabulary and homework. Then an animated video link will be sent for recapitulation. The link contains a short movie based on Anne's life. Then PDF that will contain comprehension, back exercises, HOTS, theme-based questions. Now this slide contains the pictorial representation of the audio clip. It shows the history, Hitler, his Nazi party, and life of Jews at that time. Here we have some important dates along with the events. For the detailed analysis, you may refer to the audio clip. I will not take much of your time explaining this. You may refer to the audio clip for the details. Have a look at this page. It's a page from Anne's diary, her original diary. You can see her handwriting. Although the image is not very clear, let me tell you, the diary was originally written in Dutch language and later it was translated into English and many other languages. Now the chapter begins. We are going to discuss the key points of the chapter. Before we begin, just have a look at this beautiful photograph. This is Anne's family. Her sister Margaret, her mother and father. So let us start now. Anne Frank was an ordinary girl born in a Jewish family on 12th June 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany. Anne begins her diary with a brief introduction of herself. She writes that she had a loving family, we can see it in the picture also, an adorable father and a 16-year-old sister. She mentions the death of her grandmother in 1942, whom she was attached to. She writes that her grandmother fell ill in 1941 and after a long illness of 1 year, she died in 1942. After the introduction of her family, she introduces Kitty, her diary. Kitty was the name that she had given to her diary. And then she mentions the statement, a very important statement, that paper has more patience than people. Now see children, this is really a very important line of the chapter. Anne writes this line. What is the meaning behind it? Do you really agree that paper has more patience than people? Yes, of course, you're right. Paper has more patience than people. There are many reasons behind it. Now, for example, if you write a diary, right, then what happens? You can share your feelings, you can share your secrets, you can share everything. And the diary, the paper, will not complain. It will not be bored of your talking or writing. It is trustworthy. It will not reveal your secret before anyone. It is patient. It will not show any annoyance. So these were the reasons why Anne also trusted her diary more than people around her. Although she had more than 30 friends in her life, but she decided to confide in her diary. Look at the underlined day and the date. It's important. Saturday, 20th June 1942. Actually, this chapter contains only this page of Anne's diary. You have to read about this day only. What was special about that day? Let us see. Saturday, 20th June 1942, the diary describes her maths teacher. So she describes her maths teacher, Mr. Keeson, and the punishment that she got for excessive talking and the nervousness of her classmates on the result day. So she writes further that the whole class was nervous because a meeting regarding promotion of students to the next class was in progress. So this was the reason the day was important. She further mentions that there was a kind of hustle bustle in the class, there was excitement, there was nervousness among the students. Even two boys of her class kept on betting as to who would pass and who would fail. So this was a very special day because it was the result declaration day. According to Anne, quarter of her classmates actually deserved to fail. But the teachers are unpredictable, she mentions, and because of that, the results could not be predicted. Now further she mentions about her not doing well in maths. She was not very good at maths, and the reason I think was as she was a very creative person and imaginative too. So a subject like maths, a logical subject like maths might not have appealed her. So she was not able to do good in maths, and this was the reason she would keep on talking in her maths class and got punished also for being excessive talkative. Now see the next point. Mr. Keeson was annoyed with Anne for her being very talkative in class. Now she mentions how her maths teacher was always annoyed with her for being very talkative. And she says that, according to her, talking was a student's trait. We will see to it in the next slide, what she says about this trait of hers. So as a punishment, Mr. Keeson gave her 3 essays to write: a chatterbox, second topic, an incorrigible chatterbox, and the third topic, quack quack said Mistress Chatterbox. Now see children, if you see, this word chatterbox is common in all 3 topics. So what is the meaning of this word chatterbox? Yes, the word means someone who talks too much. This word refers to a person who talks too much. So you know it very well. Who does it refer to? It refers to Anne. So as a punishment, Mr. Keeson gave her these topics and wanted her to realize her weakness. What was that? Being talkative. Now it was the time for her to write the essays. So she writes in her diary that she wrote 3 pages on the first topic. Remember the first topic, a chatterbox? And she argued that talking was a student's trait and she would do her best to control it. But she would not be able to cure it entirely because her mother also talked as much as she did. And according to her, it was an inherited trait, and so it was incurable in her case. So this was the reason that she presented before Mr. Keeson. She says that talking was an inherited trait for her because her mother also talked too much. So after listening to the essay, Mr. Keeson laughed but also warned her and gave another essay to write, the second essay. Remember the topic, the incorrigible chatterbox. So what is the meaning of incorrigible? That is something which cannot be repaired or mended. So this was the second topic which was given to her. She was a very imaginative and creative girl, so she immediately wrote an essay on that topic also and submitted it to Mr. Keeson, but continued talking. Mr. Keeson, fed up with her talking, gave her another essay to write, and this was the third essay. Remember the topic? Quack quack said Mistress. And then, this time she thought of making a joke on Mr. Keeson. She was a smart girl and thought of making a joke on her teacher. So she took help of a friend, and instead of writing an essay, she decided to write a poem. She wrote a poem on a mother duck and a father swan with 3 ducklings who were bitten by the father. And the reason? Because they quacked too much, and here it refers to talked too much. So it was actually a practical joke on Mr. Keeson. Mr. Keeson, who was a very understanding person and loving too, he understood the joke. And he not only understood children, but he also enjoyed it very much and shared Anne's essay with other classes too. And after that day, you know what happened? He never scolded Anne for talking too much in the class. I mean, somehow Anne had convinced him, right, through her essays, that talking was really her inherited trait, and she couldn't, live without talking, and it was something, incurable in her case. And Mr. Keesing too was convinced, and after that day, he never scolded her. So your chapter ends here, children, and here I have the timeline. Anne's timeline, some important dates along with the incidents, some important dates from her diary. 12th June when she was born, then it mentions summer of 1933 when the family was shifted to Netherlands, and then 12th June 1942 when she got her diary as a birthday present. Then July 6th when the family goes into the hiding, and just a week after it, July 13, when another family joined into the hiding. And then September 3rd, 1944, when the family was betrayed, and these people were taken in a sealed cattle car to the concentration camps. And then March 1945, when Anne and Margot, both of them, died in the concentration camps. These are some important dates just for reference. Now the chapter is over, and I'm sure you all enjoyed it. As you have seen that the chapter is very simple and interesting because it contains only one page of Anne's diary, and that too a very interesting page where she mentions about her maths teacher and the punishment which was given to her. Now it's time for recapitulation, and for this purpose I'm going to share with you an animated video link. I'll send the video to you after this presentation, and here I have mentioned the link. Please open it, see the video. It's a very interesting short movie based on Anne's life. You will enjoy. Now it's time for homework. I request you all to kindly read the lesson once again and identify the new words, and also find out the meaning from dictionary. You're going to have dictionary work and reading of the lesson in homework. I'll also send you a PDF of new vocabulary after this presentation in your WhatsApp group. So you're going to do the homework. I hope you all enjoyed the lesson and understood the content well. After this presentation, please read the lesson once again so that you have a better understanding of the content. And if you have any query, children, please drop in your messages in the WhatsApp group. You may also call me and ask about your problem. I'll definitely try to solve your problems. Thank you so much.